This is Sims, and we're here finally with our new game that we are playing, which is Nameless. The one thing you must recall. This one won by one vote. One vote. In the poll video that I had put up. So this is what we're doing first. Bad Apple Wars came in second. So that will be done after this one or kind of sort of next. Right now we have this will be going up every single day in place of Danganronpa. Code Realize is still going up every day, and we'll be playing the second Code Realize game. I'm pretty sure once that's done, we're going to put Hakuoki in there. So alternately in between the other things, we usually do Sims and then some other random game every other day. I've been doing Sims, you'll notice last week and this week, every day because I've just been having a lot of fun playing and getting a lot done. So who knows, Sims could be every day, every other day, but I had finished Guardians of the Galaxy. That's done recording. I haven't quite figured out if I'm going to be posting, say, something every day or just doing that every other day. What's going on? But what I want to do is I want to record To the Edge of the Sky. That was in the poll video. I kind of just threw that in at the end, like, I'm going to do this regardless. Because it's only one chapter, it's not going to go very long, and then they're still in the process of making the game, so new updates will be coming out. So that's going to be an off and on kind of thing. We're going to do what we have, and then, do other stuff. So I'm thinking that I might record To the Edge of the Sky, see how many parts we get. Depending on how I put that up, maybe we'll do Bad Apple Wars, after that. So it'll kind of be, so we'll end up with Nameless, Bad Apple Wars, and Code Realize on the channel, and this will just be Spacey Otome instead of Spacey Sims. We're just gonna change the channel name. Spacey plays Otome games. That's pretty much fucking what we do now. That's become my thing, I guess. I don't know. Unless you guys are really gonna complain and be like, no, we can't handle having more than one Romancy Otome game at a time, which I don't think you will, because I think you guys love these as much as I do, and if we can handle playing 14 of them, we'll play 14 of them. But we'll see what happens. But at any rate, Bad Apple Wars, because it came in second to this one, had one less vote, will be either the next game we play after this, or will be coming in before this is over. So that's kind of like in line. So I've got the games. I finished Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff, so that's going to finish posting. I want to do To the Edge of the Sky. We're doing this one, and so think of it like in a chart. We've got Code Realize on the top line going for forever. We've got this one now on the next line going till whenever it's done, and then that third line is like, okay, well, Guardians of the Galaxy is done, and then we'll have To the Edge of the Sky, and then maybe we'll do Bad Apple Wars then, as opposed to at the end of this. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but it's there. It's on the list. It's in the flow chart. If you want to see of my brain, sort of, it's there. It's kind of in the next position of is it going to pop in after Nameless? Is it going to pop in before? Where is it going to come? But it's floating out there. The other games are just in the stack waiting for their turn. Except for Hakuoki. I'm pretty sure that's going to be at the end of Code Realize, but that's so far out in the future. That's 4 years from now by the time we finish Code Realize. And then maybe by the time we're done with Hakuoki, I can read Japanese and we can play Diabolic Lovers. There are English guides out there, which we will be using, but I am learning Japanese so that we can play some of these Romancy Otome games in fucking Japanese. So, yay! I know, I'm crazy, it's weird. And I'm gonna do the best I can on the names in here, because I'm just learning, and sometimes combinations of letters don't sound the way I think they should, because I'm just learning. I'm 1/1,000,000th of the way in, okay? So bear with me. I'm gonna do the best I can, but it'll be better than it used to be. Anyway, so let's get into this. Nameless, I'm going to read you the description from Steam. So for those of you who watched the poll, I read this already. If you didn't watch that video, then here you go. This is the backstory. So, Eri, the name is replaceable, so Spacey, we're just going to start calling her that, is a high school student, and everything about her seems ordinary, except she has a special hobby. So she crazy. Works. Spacey is into collecting ball-jointed dolls made from the doll company Doll. Although she treats her dolls like her real family, she cannot talk about them to even her normal best friends. With her parents living overseas, she was left all alone after her grandpa's death. Wow, that's kind of... Wherever this is supposedly taking place, because I'm sure it's not taking place in Japan, but because they never do. They never do. They're always like in England or something, but damn, you're in high school, honey, bye. Shit, well, it's not taking place in America, because they'd be like parties and shit, and she'd be like knocked up and like, probably shot somebody at this point, but anyway. Random. So she was left all alone after Grandpa's death. In high school. Still weird. She started to rely on her dolls to escape from her loneliness. Then one day she had a dream about feathers coming out of her diary. If she lived in my apartment, she'd have feathers fucking coming out of everything just because of birds, but whatever. When she woke up, she heard strange sounds coming from her kitchen. So we know the dolls come to life and we're going to romance them. Hey, you know what? This, I feel like, is a positive step for us, because we're going to have this where our dolls came to life and now we're going to romance them. And then we can take that additional step into, like, all the other games where we romance our animals. Because that's not fucking weird. But I played Neko Jishi and I really fucking enjoyed it. And I'm really sad that nobody voted for that one. It's really good! It's freaking weird, but it's really good. Like, we're branching out into all sorts of crazy territory here. Stepping into a weird world and, like, normal people, but now we're in the territory of this is slightly odd, but hey, it's gonna be good. We're gonna have fun. So, yeah. We need it. Okay. Yeah. So, I did a little bit of research on this because I was reading some things, and yeah, apparently you're going to need to remember this, and we shouldn't use... Okay, you know what? We're going to call it... Okay. We have to remember this. We have to remember what we put in here, apparently. Because I was reading something where somebody said they got stuck because they put in the name of the doll and they didn't remember it, or it didn't put in something right, or whatever. And they couldn't progress in the game, so that sucks. And I was confused, because I'm like, what? Okay, but not our name. Don't put our name in. Okay. I'm going to put my bird's name, so we're going to call it Neelix. That's my bird. Neelix. Okay, now it just says question marks. Oh. Oh, I get it. Okay, okay, wow. So, I was also reading that there are, there's 5 paths, so that's cool, and then there's, 5 side characters that you can, be friends with and stuff. But you've got to do these 3 before you unlock the other 2, which is just weird. So, and somebody recommended an order. I kind of just want to go through and see what happens, with whoever's path we get. And then the 2 kind of unlock. There is one that you should do last, but that's okay because he's locked apparently. It just weirds me out though that one dude looks really, really young. But then again, we're in high school, so okay. Did it matter which one we clicked on? Oh, this is our name. Tell me your name. Let's spell our name right, Spacey. Prologue. Okay. Woo, we're getting into it. Blinding white light fills my sight. Oh god, now we gotta do voices for them. This is gonna be hard. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it, because then I'm gonna forget our names for Code Realize, so we'll see what happens. My arms and legs feel lighter, and soon I feel my body hover. Where am I? Maybe in a dream. Oh, look, we're adorable. I gather the strength to walk forward despite my feet barely touching the ground. No matter how far I go, white space continues without end. I open my eyes but can't see or hear anything. I stop and look around. This place is so pure and clean, but for some reason I feel sad. Oh my god, she's super cute! Look at us! Oh, they're cute. I like it though, because she doesn't have her eyes aren't the size of her head, so good for that. But I also like that she's got little short bob hair and scary ass cat eyes, scary ass gold eyes, but I like it. The place surrounded by glimmering light, white as snow, is breathtakingly beautiful. Also, let me know if the music's too loud. It seems loud to me, but it could just be my headphones. I'll check after this to make sure my voice and the music is not... I don't want it to be overpowering, but I had a hard time adjusting it, because I was like, at one point it was like way too freaking loud, and then slightly down, it's like, now you can't hear it. I don't know. And there shouldn't be voices, but we'll make sure that they're not on. They should be off, but such extreme beauty can only belong in another world. I see something blurred far away. Oh, there are dolls. I couldn't see properly because of the glaring light coming at me from all directions. All I could make out was a tall person and another slightly shorter. 2 people? I don't know who's talking with what. We're gonna have to try it, but so we're just gonna do normal. Okay. Are you really okay with that? Yes. Do you believe? Who are they? What are they talking about? I do not know. Your answer does not match your actions. All right. This is what suits you right now. Do as you please, except remember that you're responsible for the consequences of your choice. Do not forget that everything was done solely by your own will. I understand. And it's not even like person 1, person 2, so I don't know when they're switching back and forth. So that's even more confusing. Now then, take this. The tall man hands over something. And the man who took it looked down for a while and slowly turned to my side. His lips seemed to move a little. What? He seems to be talking to me. Let's go a little closer. Suddenly, fierce winds started to rip through. The wind seemed to will me out of this place. Hold on! Not yet! Wait, I haven't... Along the wind, a myriad of feathers flew around and blocked my sight. Translation's a little awkward so far, I feel like. It's good, it's fine, but it's just like, I feel like sometimes when you're reading the sentence, you're like, that sounds a little odd, but... I parted through the wind blowing towards me and made my way to him with all the strength I had. The moment I thought I finally reached him, I fell into a bottomless pit along with countless feathers. I was woken up by the noisy alarm clock. Is it morning? Ugh. But I think I was dreaming about something just until now. It is so awkward. It's slightly awkward. Okay, so it's not... Oh, look! There are boyfriends! I keep tracing my memory, but still fuzzy from sleep. I can't remember. I don't dream often, so the feeling after having one feels strange. The most recent dream was... Right, it was then. It was when Grandpa died, about 3 years ago from now. They translate it literally. Because I'm pretty sure in Japanese that's how it would say, but like when you translate it to English, it would be like 3 years ago. Not from now. You wouldn't need to say the from now. I'm assuming it's Japanese. I'm just guessing. But they usually are. All the Otome games usually are, but... So, anyway, okay, so this is going to be fun. On the day I fell asleep, tired from remembering my grandpa who was no longer by my side, I had a dream about waking up to a peaceful morning with him. In my dream, I saw him smiling and waking me up as always, telling me, "You'll be late if you don't get up now." And the next morning, when I realized that his smile was all just a dream... Oh no, this won't do. Let's just think happy thoughts in the morning. Anyways, it's definitely been a long time since I had a dream. Happy thoughts in the morning. Oh, Spacey. Honey girl, I get you. I do the same thing every morning. Oh, fuck, I gotta wake up and go to work. Even when I'm having somewhat nightmarish dreams, I'm like, no, I'd still rather go back to sleep than wake up and go to work. That's sad. Oh. I drew the curtains as soon as I got out of bed. The window was slightly wet from the rain last night, but as a result, the sky was incredibly clear. Wow, the weather's so good today. Grandpa, isn't today perfect to hang out the laundry? Oh my god! Yay, laundry! Why? I stare at the small framed picture on the desk. Aww, Grandpa looks like so cute and dapper, and like not old enough to be a grandpa. He looks more like our dad. The house used to be the place where 2 people, my grandpa and I, used to live. Oh, it's a cute house. But this is sad, so he died 3 years ago. So let's just say she's like she's a high school student. 17, 18, right? Because, I mean, you could technically, some people turn 18 before they graduate. So let's be 17, 18-ish. So 14, 15? She's been living alone? 14 years old? They left her alone. Her parents were like, peace out. Because it said she's been alone since her grandpa died, right? So did her parents, like, peace out, leave you with grandpa? Oh, grandpa's dead, but we're working overseas, so our 14-year-old lives by herself? I mean, I get maybe the 16, 17, especially depending on where you live. Like, if this is taking place in Japan, or, like, or even just maybe Japanese culture, when they're writing visual, they're like, our teenagers are responsible, not like Americans' kids who are fucking irresponsible and shouldn't be left alone, even when they're 27. Just saying. Sorry. Like, sorry, not sorry. I mean, I shouldn't be left alone. Every once in a while, I'm like, oh my god. I pay for my own shit. I mean, Americans are immature is all I'm saying. But, I mean, it's just, I can't imagine leaving a child at 14. Like, nowadays, you can't leave your child home alone. Like, I gotta work late. You're 14. Fuck, I don't know if I trust you by yourself. Man. Kind of nice to live in a different culture where you're like, oh my god, kids can be trusted. Or, I mean, you could leave your 12-year-old home alone because they're not going to get kidnapped. Awesome. It must be nice. Shit. We live in a really crazy world. It just makes me scared. Anyway, but, so I'm just curious about that, like why they would have left her alone. I get it. They probably weren't thinking, they're like, okay, grandpa died, she lives alone, dolls come to life, because it's really weird to romance your toys when grandpa's around. I get it, but still weird. Yeah. He took care of me instead of my parents who went abroad for research. I listened to him more after I grew up because I'd lived with him since I was little. Most pictures of her are of Grandpa and I. I mean, then again, her grandpa, she's like a teenager, so her grandpa might not be that old, but Grandpa's smile was in all the pictures pinned at the board above the desk. Oh, you can see the little board over here. Oh, I'm still curious. That must be Yuri. I think that's Yuri right there. He's the cute one so far to me. Anyway, I cannot even begin to describe the amount of shock I received when he passed away from a chronic illness. Aww, that makes me sad. Hold on, my mom just texted me. We don't ignore our mom, because then she'll text, did you get my text? Yes, I did. Days passed by with me constantly passing out from crying so hard. Aww. Unable to bear seeing me like this, my parents suggested that I move to the States with them. No, don't do it! But I shook my head. I didn't want to be a burden to their research, but more importantly, I couldn't leave this house. This house itself was full of memories I had with Grandpa. Aw. She's being stubborn. It's serious, honey. She's stubborn like her grandfather. She won't budge. Are you sure you'll be all right? Please don't be like that. You don't have to worry about our work. No, it's really fine. All my friends are here. I want to graduate in Korea. Okay, so it's Korean. Okay, there you go. Now we know. Or I'm assuming. I'm assuming then. I should know because the same company that made this made Dandelion, so I should have known. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't look it up before I play these games. I made the assumption because. But anyway. So the names might be pronounced differently because Korean and Japanese might not pronounce names the same way. But we're gonna do it in the Japanese pronunciation, or just what I googled and searched and found. So that's what we're going with. Or Yuri. This really sounds more like Russian, but whatever. And this is why probably you could leave your kids alone, because they're not in the American culture. Like, you wouldn't be able to leave me there. No, not safe. I'm safer here, Dad. Jesus. If you say so. All right. As they commonly say, no parent can persuade a child otherwise. I saw them off and their disappointed smiles, and I became alone in this house. Yeah. Sometimes it's fine, and then every once in a while the translation gets a little wonky, but it's okay. It's not bad, but it's just awkward because the sentence structure is like, wait, what? I get what they're saying, though, so that's fine. The house is a bit too big to live in by myself. I slowly looked around the living room. Grandpa, it's already been over a year. Time flies by really fast, doesn't it? Okay, so wait, she said 3 years ago. Unless she meant the last time she had a dream 3 years ago? About a time when she was, maybe that's what she meant. Because that seemed odd to me, like 3 years she's been living alone. It's only been a year that she's been living alone. That makes more sense. She's like probably senior in high school type of a thing. Like, okay, she's kind of old enough, responsible, probably, again, more responsible than American kids, to be left home alone. But so I'm not really sure what the 3 years ago thing was. Maybe I just read it wrong or misunderstood. Around the house, there's still many traces of him other than the pictures. I'm living to the fullest just by myself, so don't worry. At first I wasn't used to being alone, so every night I blankly stared inside the empty house. And every time it just made me feel more and more lonely. But now everything is alright. Because I have those kids. I see the desk muddled with diaries and pens. And on the shelf next to it were my most cherished treasures. Oh yeah, that's Yuri, definitely. Oh my god, that's so cute! They are actually dressed like they are when they come to life. They are the joys of my life and my precious friends who gave me back my smile. Oh my god! Look at them! They're so adorable. Apparently, so that's Red. And he's the one that we go down at the end. This is your... hi, how do you hide the thing? You can't see Yuri's pretty-ass face. Hey, everyone! Had a good night's sleep? Mom's right. I really am a carbon copy of Grandpa. He really loved books, and it was his hobby to collect antique books. What? I mean, Yuri, put your face up a little bit higher. Look at how pretty his eyes are, though. Yeah. So the house always smelled of all kinds of books. And in my case, it was my hobby to collect dolls. Kroby Doll is the company that produced these dolls. I call it the company that gives dolls souls, which is creepy as fuck because apparently they actually do have souls. The first day I got to know about Kroby Doll through the internet, I had this intense feeling. After that day, I started collecting the allowance my parents sent me. And finally one day, as I desperately hoped for, I got my first doll. He died after I bought my first doll, and that's when I devoted myself more to collecting dolls. So, okay, I'm assuming he is Grandpa. Collecting dolls became more important to my life because I was left alone in this huge empty house. I wish they would tell you which doll was the first one you got, because maybe that's the one that you should go down that path first. I mean, I ended up getting 4 more dolls, and now I have 5 in total. Thank God you didn't have more, because this would just take decades. They were quite expensive to buy for the average student, so I had to cut back on other expenses. See a doll with silver hair. See a doll with blonde hair. Okay, so he's the silver hair. I'm assuming Yuri's supposed to be the black-haired one. Obviously, Red is the red-haired one. But blonde hair and brown hair, they have the exact same fucking color hair. Let's just start. Hi, young master. This doll standing here flaunting his long, shiny, silvery hair is Lance, the first doll I ever bought. Oh, well, there we go. Lance is the one doll that always stood by me when Grandpa was alive. Okay, so he's supposed to be the blonde one. Good morning. Here's cute as usual. The doll, with its tiny, delicate face and bashful, gathered hands, is Yinho, Kroby Doll's prototype. The day I met him, I was surfing the internet as usual after coming home. But then I saw Yinho being sold in an auction for a ridiculous price, and without hesitating, I clicked the bidding button. Later, when I opened the delivered box containing Yinho, I unconsciously screamed out of happiness. So she bought the prototype. Aw, what kind of person was the owner, selling such a pretty doll at such a cheap price? Yinho seemed like he will never betray me, even if I love him unconditionally. Well, he would never betray you if you loved him unconditionally. I mean, that's... even if I didn't love him unconditionally, that's probably the biggest reason why I bought him. Okay. This is Red. Hello, warrior. Earth is safe today, all because of you. Look at the little spikes on his jacket. I mend the hair of a red-headed doll. Meeting Red was special. People were a bit surprised when Kroby Doll announced the action hero type doll Red in their new release conference. Kroby Doll has always been known for their charming and mature male dolls. Amongst all the worry, Kroby Doll recruited testers for Red, and luckily I was selected. When my name was announced, I couldn't believe my ears. But unfortunately, after the conference, Red was not officially released. They only chose one tester to give this doll for free, and that was me. And that's why he's the last path we go. Because all the other ones, there's God knows how many copies of them out there, but Red, he's the only one! That's why he's so fucking special. Okay, I get it. Kind of interesting, I like that. It's still a shame that they didn't release the doll afterwards. It would have been nice for him to have gained popularity and been officially released. But as a result, I was the only person in the world who owned Red. But I can't help but feel gloomy every time I look at him. So he's the brunette, but his hair is actually blonde, but whatever. Look at the weather today. It makes me feel better just by looking. I feel like I'm looking at you. He's pretty too. I raise the brunette doll's hand and wave. There's a lot of backstory behind how I was able to get tea. And see, I would pronounce it like te. But when I looked up pronunciations, they said tea. So we're going with tea. I might say te. I might switch back and forth because I might forget. So it's Tite. Ted. T. We'll just remember calling him by the letter, first name. When Krobydell first released... See, I want to say Tay. I really do want to say Tay. But T is how... When I looked it up, that's how they said to pronounce it, so... his popularity was beyond imagination. Being limited edition, along with having a dandy and handsome face, brought out an explosive response from the fans. As a result, I failed to purchase it. I could only get him used because he was limited edition, but I'm fine with it. And that's why he's the other, I think, one that is locked at first. Because he's limited edition and super special. This is the one. Look at his pretty face! I mean, they're all adorable, but there's something about him. He actually looks very feminine here, but like in the intro thing, when you see the picture, you're like, yeah. He's the one that attracts me the most. I don't know. I see the tallest doll among the 5. The tall, black-haired doll with a slender body and a model-like feel is Yuri. Unlike the existing dolls in Krobydell's adult line, he seems realistic and looks like a mature adult male. Well, there you go. That's probably... He's the mature adult and the rest of them are boys. That'd be why I like him. The number of visitors still explodes when I post pictures of you on the blog. It was Yuri who saved my blog from wasting away to rot. I receive a lot of comments when I upload pictures of him. Whatever, I think I like that too. His broad shoulders and beautiful figure oozes sexiness. He's probably the one that's a douchebag too. He's probably the one that's like, yeah, whatever, I'm not interested. And he's gonna call us stupid, because that's what I'm attracted to apparently. And if I have to pick a female character, it's always the crazy bitch. There's reasons why Spacey is single, because like, I do not have good taste. It's as if he's telling us with his body, I am cool. I mean, he's also saying it with his eyes right now, but I doubt more explanation is needed. Money was a bit tight from the expenses, but I have zero regrets. Anyway, the new shoes should arrive today. To whom should I put them on first? Oh my god, and she buys them little clothes. It's like Barbie. It's like playing Barbie, but they're boy dolls, and you're like, they're my boyfriends. It's weird. I straighten myself and stretch. The 5 dolls watch in silence. I said it, it's weird. And meanwhile, I'm seriously found out they do have amnesia memories like plushies, but they're like $200 a piece now, because like whatever. And I'm like, damn, I wish I had all the money. I would totally get them. And then I would get the little Sebastian one from Black Butler, and then I would try to find the ones from freaking Code Realist, and I would literally just make a plushie pile. If they made those boys in like ball-jointed dolls like this, like Barbie, but like, you know, I would 100% fucking buy them and my shelves would just be lined with them. I'm not even kidding. And then I would take one of my freaking Barbies that I have in a bin somewhere and I would totally be like making the Spacey doll and she'd just be, look at this man hair. So, you know, I can't make fun of this game because I would fucking be this person. My little plushies. The 5 dolls watch in silence. Although they're lifeless dolls, it's become a habit to talk to them like this. Darn, I'll be late. I have to get ready. The clock was heading towards 8. I picked up my uniform sprawled on the floor and was heading out the door when I suddenly halted. I hurried back to my room and said goodbye to the dolls. Watch the house, everyone. I'll be back. They say nothing in return, but I say bye as if they were real people. Don't go! It looks like Hope's Peak! I'm just kidding. Made it. I was able to make it on time after catching the last bus. I was in ruins after surviving the crowded bus, but all that matters is that I wasn't late. I'm really going to wake up early starting from tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll die like this. I mean, hi. He is handsome, and he's actually a student and not a doll. I pledge this every day, but I've never actually done it. Did the UFO rise from the west today? Fix your hair. Although it really is a talent having your hair stick up like that in different directions every morning. This is going to be one of those 5 side characters. There's like friends and like whatever, so we do have real friends. So I'm not sure if it's... I have no idea who our real friends are, so... Huh? Oh. Hi, good morning. I sit on my desk, pressing my stuck-up hair back to my head. She approaches the seat next to me. The way she sweeps her shiny, voluptuous curls or the way she drops her eyes reek of elegance. All you have to see is her fearless voice and confident moves to notice her self-assured personality. And how do we say? Soy. Like soybean. Soy. Good morning to you, too. What do you do every night that makes you barely come here on time? Do you have a secret boyfriend or something? She's so freaking cute and prissy, but I like us better. We're adorable. Well, I do have doll boyfriends. I'm sorry, I just find it funny because like there's this girl going like, "What do you have, like a secret boyfriend?" And I'm like, "Only in Romancia Tome games." And she's like, "Doll boyfriends." Girl, high five to Spacey in this game. Real Spacey gives games Spacey high five because I'm with you, girl. That's great. I love it. Last night I was so absorbed with taking pictures of the dolls that I went to bed at dawn. Hey, Shinbi. I have no idea if Shinbi is a boy or a girl. I hear another voice behind me. Oh, he's adorable. Oh, it's a girl with short boy's hair. Okay, she's adorable. She's wearing a boy costume. Oh, see, I get because she's wearing a boy's uniform, so maybe she's like gender neutral or like whatever. Like, but that's so fucking adorable. Ugh, they're adorable, but we're calling her a girl. Okay. I mean, like, look. So see, like, Soy's outfit is totally different. That's why I just assumed that Shinbi was the boy. Okay, whatever. It's cool. I turn around to see a girl with short, boyish hair right behind my back. Okay, we'll be a lesbian because she's cute. Like, girls in the class stirred as they saw her standing slanted with her hands in her pockets. Hi, Shinbi. Soy, Shinbi, and I are called the trio in this class. Soy and Shinbi were childhood friends since they were little, and I became friends with them after I entered this academy. I never thought I'd be friends with them at first because of their gorgeous and showy looks. Yeah, and like, Soy is like, oh my god, I'm like beautiful. And Shinbi's like, yeah, I'm totally like androgynous, but like, sexy. Like, yeah, at first. So what do you think? What? Sorry, I missed it. Say that again? Hey, I was talking here. Are you staring at nothing again? Anyway, about this here. Which design looks better to you? Hot. Oh my god, that looks like Shinbi. Soy handed me a magazine. Top 5 cute dresses in trend for girls. A gorgeous model posing in a pretty dress looks familiar. The name of the model written in the bottom left of the page looks familiar too. Shinbi. Ever since Shinbi was street cast, she's often missed classes for modeling work. Soy tells me she has a lot of fans and is quite popular nowadays. I mean, like, look at her! I love the fact that she comes in dressed in, like the boys' uniform, like, wearing a suit, looking fly, and then she's like, look at me, I'm pretty in a dress. I love her! I love Shinbi. Sorry, she's just my friend now. Yeah, okay. But Shinbi herself doesn't seem to be into those things. Anyways, Shinbi, you're everywhere on the magazines nowadays. Isn't it hard? A bit. It's okay, though. You have it tough. You should have said no like I did. Soy was beside Shinbi when she was cast, and Soy was offered too, but refused right at the spot. Why? You think she would be the one that wants to model? If you model, won't you be able to meet cute male models? I asked her why later on, and she replied like this. You have a long way to go, my friend. Modeling isn't it. I can't be satisfied with just looking. I want something on a higher level. Yes, I'd rather be a designer who can touch the models as much as she wants. After that, I didn't listen carefully. God, it's so bright. I was wondering why today was so quiet. She turned her head towards the flashlight. Countless phones were flashing through the windows on the hallway. It's a sight that has become common due to Shinbi's rising popularity. Everyone seems to have waited for this moment. They're more desperate because Shinbi missed class a lot last week. Even I just barely said hi at the cafeteria last week. Hey, why did you come to school that day if you weren't going to come to class? To buy milk. Look at her face, like, you fucking kidding? There's one that's only sold here. Yep. Right. Oh yeah, speaking of the cafeteria, I almost had a heart attack this morning. A heart attack? Why? Okay, listen. We were headed to the cafeteria because Shinbi said she wanted strawberry milk. Do you really want to drink 2 of those in the morning? In front of you. What? In front of you. What's in front of... Ah! He's a little odd. It's morning, and already it's noisy. Mr... Oh, Eugene. What is that? Oh, Eugene is like Eugene. It sounds like Eugene. Like, so he's Eugene. And he's the doctor guy. He's got a doctor. Of course. He's got a pocket protector, doesn't he? He does have some... Oh, it's a pen. Mixed in his hair. What is that? You've been screaming and it's loud. I can still hear you without you yelling. What's the big fuss about? Blood! 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 You're covered in blood! And what's it in your hand? Is that a knife? Is it? Call 911. What? Oh, it's nothing. This is here. Ew! Get that away from me! Huh? It's... Ketchup. Yes, ketchup. I wanted a burger for breakfast, but it was too big to eat, so I cut it with a surgical knife. Some got on my clothes. He's a little fucking weird. Why are you guys standing like that? Oh, do you guys want some? Okay, I'll share. Follow me to the infirmary. Oh, and Shinbi, since you're coming anyways, I would love to have a serious chat about your fibula. Oh, that reminds me. I was on a diet. We'll be off then. Adieu, Mr. Eugene. Wait. I really almost had a heart attack. Why did he have to eat a burger in the morning? And... So I punched the table. Why in the world did he use a surgical knife to cut food? How do they take care of the equipment here? I mean, why is there a surgical knife in the first place? We don't even learn anatomy. Really? I was crazy to have had a crush on him just for his looks. Weren't cute looks all that mattered? What are you talking about? Good looks are just necessary for starting love. What comes next is more important for true love. Listen carefully. Appearance is simply the first gate guys have to pass. The second gate is being normal. Mr. Eugene failed to pass the second one. I nod. I agree that he's not normal. Do you know what the third gate is? What is it? It's manners. Manners. Oh, but if they don't pass the fourth gate, all those are useless. The fourth one is... Soy's eyes glimmered. Capability! But again, if they can't pass the fifth gate, it's just like spraying soy sauce into a beautifully cooked steak. The fifth gate is... Hey, are you listening? I just hope that someone manages to pass all those gates before she becomes a wrinkly grandmother. Now that I think about it. Yeah? The school nurse was looking for you. What? Oh, right. He said you should stop by the infirmary. What? Well, thanks for telling me so quickly. No biggie. Miss Health Commissioner, have a safe trip. I wish you good luck. All right. Thank you. I stood up weakly. This is the perfect place to stop before we get into, like, talking to Crazy Pants. We gotta adjust the voices. Like, I'm okay with Soy's voice, because, like, and then, you know, Shinbi is just, like, really cool, kind of quiet, doesn't talk a lot. We gotta get voices for the dolls, too. Fuck, there's too many voices to do in this game. Oh, I'm gonna get so confused with Code Realize. Anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this part up here. I hope you guys enjoy this first preview into the game and that you enjoy the rest of the playthrough. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.